Happy Sunday, everybody. Hey, DJ Play Nice. I appreciate you, fam. Letting them know. Share. Get that thumbs up. Make sure you're subscribed. Make sure your notifications are on. And he did. Thank you, fam. Hey, fam. Happy Sunday. Hey, Miss Cassandra. Happy Sunday. Hey, Flossin. Happy Sunday. What'd you say dang for? I'm trying to share my own live, y'all. That's why I'm looking down. And it's not popping up right away for me because why would they? Because that's what YouTube does. How's everybody doing? How's y'all weekend been? Hey, Nikki. Happy Sunday. Thank you. Happy Sunday. All right, y'all. I got it posted. How's everybody doing? How's y'all Sunday going? How was y'all weekend? Just in case anybody's wondering. And then log out. Just in case anyone's wondering. If you saw the short where I shared the snow that we got when I was snow blowing, actually, that was a video, but nonetheless, semantics. It still looks the same outside. I need whoever upset Mama Nature. If you know, you know. If you don't, find him so you can know Mama Nature. Who upset Mama Nature? But I'm gonna need you to apologize genuinely. Don't just be on no BS. She gonna know you ain't for real. I need you to be genuine in your apology so that she can stop. Because the rest of us are being punished for your actions. It's almost like when the one sibling gets in trouble, not everybody gets a whipping because that one sibling did something and now everybody's in trouble. Fix it. Okay. Moving on. Because I am cold at this very moment. My house is not cold. It's at a toasty 74 degrees. But when you are cold within in those bones, it's different. So I am chilly at the moment. Hey, Mama Shirley. Happy Sunday. All right. Did I miss anybody coming in outside of Mama Shirley? Nope. Okay. So nobody sharing how their weekend has been, how the week went for you. Nothing. You know what, Flossom? No, I'm not gonna go into that on this live. But I think I know what happened because I tend to say "sir" to you a lot when I'm speaking to you in chats, and I wonder if that was mistaken by someone. You know what I'm talking about. I wondered that because I was like, because I did it today in Brookside, and I was like, if they look a little bit too quick, they might be mistaken. Anywho, moving on. That part, Mama Shirley. I'm like, when I look in my backyard and it's still buried, I promise y'all, My greenhouse plants are being treated like stepchildren. I go out there, but it is not often. I since the snow, I think I've only been out there twice. It's been a little bit since we got that snow. Are we going on 2 weeks now since that happened? Maybe. I don't know. Time just doesn't really make much sense when I'm living amongst this foolishness. But yes. Oh, thank you, DJ Play Nice. I appreciate you, seriously. Your weekend was good. I bought a few fruit trees yesterday. Okay, Miss Cassandra. I'm jealous. That's okay. I think we got it straightened out. You did. But it just made me think about it. And of course, seeing you here made me address it. But yes, I agree. It's definitely straightened out. But I wondered after I did that. And you're not the only person I do that to. So I'm like, anywho, I'm typical to do a fam, sis, sir, when I'm speaking to people, depending on what I'm saying. I had to hit you with the sir because you act like I'm not right around the corner and you couldn't just drop off a low quad. I mean, yes, it's a long corner, but I'm like, why not? Why not? Pretty relaxing weekend. Me too. Yesterday I was pretty chill. I had to go get my hair done, and after that, I didn't do anything else. I mean, nothing. I had plans in my mind. I was like, oh, I need to do this, 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 and this. All these videos I wanted to get done. I can tell you zero got done yesterday. However, today, your girl's been productive. Videos coming. I've been working. I woke up this morning energized and ready to put in work and did. I still have a couple videos to edit, but I got some ready for you. So I was doing some work today, and they are coming. I'm trying to give time for some people to come in. That's why I'm dragging. I'm like, where the people's at? Usually they start dropping in. My mind always has great, man, Nikki. Great no plan, but the body responds differently. I am so frustrated with my body. Yeah, it's like it knows that my birthday, and I'm sure it does because it's my body, but my birthday is next month, and it's trying to make me feel some kind of way, and I'm not appreciating it at all. I literally almost every time I stand up from a sitting position, I have to kind of warm up these joints. It's very disrespectful and hurtful. And I need to have a talk with my body about it because I don't think it's really considering my feelings in this situation. But it doesn't have to treat me like this because I have not treated it wrongly for it to do so. But I'm telling you, it be hurting. Hey, Mary, grow with me. Happy Sunday. How you doing? How's your weekend been? In the bushes, that's where I'm at. Who and everyone in the chat. Oh, you would say Gina. Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday, Fifi. Listen, maybe I need to increase my vitamin D3. What's that supposed to help do? Tell me. I don't think I need more vitamin. Well, I'm gonna let that go. I figured it out, Fifi. After I reread it, I was like, she was trying to say, you was typing, the phone knew what you was trying to say because I feel like you're on your phone. The phone knew what you was trying to say. Fix it. AI know they behind all this. I got a Santa Rosa plum. Bro was talking about that plum, saying how good it is. Spring satin. I don't. I've heard of that one. The plum cot. I've heard of a plum cot, but not the spring satin and the Orient pear, and that is Calvin's favorite pear, I believe. Girl, Nikki, and I think we in the same wheelhouse age wise. And yes, because what? And this didn't just happen this week. I've been this been going on for a couple weeks now. Even when I be at work getting up, I be like, what in the maybe I just need to start getting back into my workouts because that's one thing I haven't done. So maybe I need to put this body to work because Lord, it be acting up. Don't it know I'm still a baby? I'm a babe. Hey Teresa, happy Sunday. Don't do it. Don't go there. Listen, I'm trying not to, Fifi, but my body is not. It's not being right. Hey Sylvia, happy Sunday. How you doing, sis? I don't feel my birthday until I didn't feel my birthday until I turned 54. Now you trying to make me feel away, DJ Play Nice. Anyway, let me finish reading your comment. At that point, I stopped being able to tell my body to shut up and I had to listen. Well, okay. I can still tell my body to shut up. I ain't got to listen yet. But I can tell you, I ain't even hit 50. Who do I need to talk to? Probably God. And he probably ain't trying to hear my problems either. Hey, Miss Felicia, happy Sunday. Helps with energy levels. I typically have the energy. Part of my problem is I do too much, and I'm pretty sure you might be in that wheelhouse too, Nikki. So for me to say yesterday was a nothing day, which it was, I didn't do a whole lot of anything. Usually that comes from me doing a lot for weeks prior, like not stopping, not slowing down. I get talked to a lot about that, but I can't help it. It's just who I am. If I'm sitting stagnant most days, like if I'm just sitting around, there's always something that can be done. You remember when your mamas used to tell you that when you was little? Like if you bored, there's something there. But me, who I am today, and who I've been for a long time, if I'm not doing something, I'm like, but I could be. If I'm taking some time just to read a book, just to relax and me time and read a book, I feel like, but Gina, you could be doing something. So I'm probably the problem. That's true. That's my truth. I'm probably the problem. But I mean, what do I do? What do I do? I can't change it. It's who I am. I just came in from working in the garden. Sylvia, don't it's you southerners that are just a pain in my behind. Did you just hear me go on and on about the foot of snow that's still outside? Really more than a foot, but we just gonna say a foot. Because we got 3 more inches Friday. Then today it was snowing. I don't even know what's out there. I know that it's covering the ground that has been cleared in my driveway. That's about all that's been cleared. The street and the driveway was cleared. The street is no longer cleared, and neither was my driveway. We're going to see if that melts. Nonetheless, can you send us 30 degrees or so? Please. Thank you. It's currently 23 per my computer, so I'll take 30. I can sit at 53. In Ohio, 53 is a beautiful day. I'll take it. That's what I'm going to need. Wait till you get my age. I'm not in control anymore. I just listen. Listen in the bushes, Miss Felicia. Look, Sylvia, I feel it coming. I feel it coming. Do y'all remember who was present for the live that I did where when I was going through the transition of changing my garden? And I was talking about the days that I woke up and my body hurt so bad from all that physical labor that I would talk to myself in the mirror to let myself know you got this. I control what you do. You can hurt all you want to, but we gonna get this job done. I know my days is numbered, but that day it worked. Today it still works. It's just the fact that it's doing it more often, and I'm not doing any physical labor to feel the way that I'm feeling right now. There's nothing happening but cold weather. Am I doing things? Not really. Not. I'm not doing any. Okay, well I'm gonna stop lying because I was about to say I'm not doing any heavy lifting, and I just posted a video short of me redoing my basement. Moving on. Sometimes I forget the things that I be doing. See what I mean? I'm always doing something. This garden over here is still buried under ice and snow. Nikki, same. We didn't get the ice though, but we definitely got the snow. No notification, sunshine. I even shared it just to make sure it would go out because I know they don't be sending notifications. I could tell by how many people are in here that it's not sending out the notification because so many people were just in the other live to come to this live. So even though there was a little gap in time, probably 20 minutes or so between mine, that one ending and this one starting, I don't understand. So if everybody in the chat could do me a favor and share the live stream, I would appreciate that because sometimes that helps the other people to realize that I am live. Because you know how we do, we start doing something else and then you know I do. Listen, squirrel. I can listen. I can know I need to be somewhere, but if I start doing something else because I feel like, oh, I got 20 minutes, let me go do this thing. Next thing I know, I never came back to the thing that I was supposed to do. Just saying. I have to pencil myself in on my planner. I do. Absolutely, Miss Felicia. Hey, lovely lady Leo. How you doing, sis? Happy Sunday. Hey, Sassy. Happy Sunday. Everybody in here who has a package that they were expecting from me, have you received it? Some of you guys have let me know, so I know you have, but just making sure. Did I tell you that you are the bestest? Oh, y'all hear that? The bestest. Thank you, Sassy. 60 in Omaha. Ooh, not bad though. Can you spare 15, 20 for a little bit? No snow and none that stuck around more than a few days. I wish. It's been so cold here. This is actually a warm day for us. 23 degrees. I'll take it because we were like feels like of negatives for days. So I'll take it. Don't get caught, Sassy. Hey TLC, happy Sunday. 15 there. I don't know what the feels like is, but 23 is what's coming up on my laptop. I looked out the window to see what that looked like. I used to talk to myself in the mirror and say the same thing. Nowadays, my body says, yeah, we're going to see about that. My days are numbered, Flossin. I feel it. I don't like it, but I feel it. I feel it coming. Trekking through that snow and ice is work. I could bet you outside of y'all seeing me snow, I did shovel after y'all saw me snow blow. I shoveled 3 times. I had to shovel the end of the driveway, which y'all wouldn't know. No, y'all weren't gonna see that. And I had to shovel a path. I didn't do that till like the following week, but a path from the front to the back where my fence is because my trash cans or in the back. Then I realized when it was time for me to take my trash cans out, I hadn't shoveled to get to my trash can. Y'all, the shovel is just sitting back in the backyard now because I was like, y'all done got on my nerves. Hey, Farmer Chaz, happy Sunday. You're in the bushes. Okay, appreciate you. All right, y'all. Um, I'm just trying. Hey, Analytic, how you doing, sis? That's what's no notification. I'm so sick of YouTube. They trying to hold me back. How dare they? How dare they? Thank you, Sassy. She said she just shared me out. We down here getting ready to start bursting into flames. Is it that hot? Send me some. All this snow and ice can kick rocks. Say that. I am so sick of it. Thank God for indoor gardening. Y'all know I do not like to garden indoors. Mm-mm. Hey, Donzel. Happy Sunday. I spoke with a lady that said it was dealing with mosquitoes even during the Texas freeze. Really? See, that's why y'all be talking about come to the South. Nope. Nope. My trash still in the backyard, frozen in place. I didn't take it out the week that we got the snow. I took it out this past week though. Because I was like, it's got to go. And I had to do both bins, my regular trash and my recycling had to both go. Because y'all saw I've been putting stuff together. So I had boxes like crazy in the basement. It was giving me anxiety. It had to go. It was really giving me anxiety. So I got that out, literally filled the recycling right after they picked it up because I had so many boxes. So it's full again for this week. And then I'll be putting more in there again after they pick up because it won't fill it this time, but I still have boxes. I'm over it. Hey Nisha, how you doing, sis? Happy Sunday. So for anybody who didn't notice, the garden planner is sold out. You know what? Oh, I took it in my room because I was planning. Not in the planner. I promise you, I'm not gonna plan in the planner without y'all. But I wanted to see what I had wrote down to that I was growing, and then I drafted on a scrappy notebook that I have for me to do a cute in my planner. Yes, I'm that person. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. That's who I am. Always giving us in the South the blues about the weather. Yeah, be flexing us that part. But that's a new feature, but the basement is coming together. I'm not done yet though, Sunshine. I still got two major things to do down there. And when I say major, it's not. But I haven't got a TV for down there yet. And I want to put a fireplace down there. Like one of those electric ones. So that's gotta happen. But once I started putting together stuff, I said, why you keep buying stuff you gotta put together? You too old for this. Hope you autographed the last one you had, whoever was lucky enough to get that. What last one? Last what? What we talking about? What I say? I don't even remember what I said. Last what, Clausen, that I had? Or were you talking to me? I feel like you was. What was that just? Oh! Should I? It hasn't shipped yet. I can. I autographed and not being like obnoxious because I was asked to. Autographed all the budget planners. I absolutely can. I will do so. It was sold out Friday. It got sold out Friday. Yep. It wasn't sold out when we were live, but it got sold out Friday. I am restocking, Sassy. When can have a basement, it will be indoor swim. Listen, that's the downfall there. There's a lot of states like that. I will make sure that happens, Boston. So yes, I sold out. I have something else big that I'm doing next month, but I want to keep it close to me until it's done, and then I will be sharing it. But that's, y'all know, when I accomplish a goal or complete a task or whatever, it gets me in my feels. And that kind of is where this Mindset Sunday came from. Me feeling like I am listening to what God is saying to me through me and other people. There's been conversations that I've had along the last 2 or 3 years where I know that there's a reason these conversations were had. So, hey, G Mama, happy Sunday. Hey, the Nichols, happy Sunday. So I know that's why everything has been moved into that purpose space, because I feel like even that alone was a message from God. I've told this before, that the whole producing with purpose was just a very candid, just regular conversation where I was frustrated because I did not can up diced tomatoes and tomato sauce from the tomatoes I grew. I was frustrated because I used all the tomatoes to make pasta sauce and salsa, but I didn't leave any plain to make other things that I use tomatoes for. And I was talking to a friend, and she's probably in the bushes. I was talking to Carbon, and I'm like venting and just rattling off, venting about it. And I'm like, this year, meaning 2025, this was late 24 going into 25, and I'm like, this year I'm producing with purpose because this is crazy. Like, why would I not think about that? Like, I was so frustrated. And she's like, what? Say that again, sis. And I'm like, this is just crazy. Like, why wouldn't I think to have tomato sauce? And she's like, no, the other thing. And I was like, produce with purpose? And she was like, that. That's your slogan for the year. That's what you do. You now produce with purpose. Now go take that and go with it, kind of thing. And I was like, I thought about it after she said it, and I was like, it just didn't seem like that when I said it was just me venting. And I was like, yeah, I guess so. I was like, but I'm serious about that. Like, I'm growing things, and I'm going to plan out how I'm preserving those things so I don't have this happen to me again. And of course, you can't think of everything, but I think I try to think of a lot of things that I eat from the things that I grow. So, like a cucumber, I eat cucumbers fresh, but I also like a pickle. So, I know that I'm going to want to eat some fresh, but I'm going to also want to pickle some. And I like cucumbers in my salsa. So, things like that. Peppers, knowing that I like crushed peppers, I like to put them in dishes. I like pepper flakes. I might put it in my when I serve myself, I like to spice my plate up. I like hot sauce. I like peppers in my salsa. I like candied peppers, and I like pickled peppers. I like them a lot of ways. So I think of those things now when I am growing, but it went from one thing to another, producing with purpose, to bringing purpose into the budgeting space, into prepping, into everything that I do. So now I'm just purpose driven, and I try to be. So now when things come up that I'm doing, I think of, one, how will this thing that I'm wanting to work on, how do I feel like it can help someone else? Not just me. Because I think that most of us that are content creators, we enjoy creating content because we enjoy putting out the things that we've learned so that somebody else can learn it and utilize it if it helps them. And that's why I like to do what I do when it comes to all the things. That's why I haven't niched my channel, because I like a lot of things. So if I want to help people with their budgets, I want to do that. If I want to help someone garden or, figure out what they're going to grow, why they're going to grow that thing or whatever, what they should use, if they should grow in ground, if they should try vertical planting, whatever, I want to help with that. If I don't have the answers, there's usually somebody in our community that does, and we lean on each other for those answers. So I don't know. I was really feeling that um, this week. Of course, it was just with different conversations I had, it made me stop procrastinating on something that I was procrastinating on and just sign up for it to get it done. And I, crazy enough, I had the lady that, for those who have followed me long enough to see when I was at the community garden, which I just now stopped being at the community garden after this last garden season. But Jasmine, who was the lady behind me, Jasmine is a baby for me, but I still address her as the lady behind me. If I had to guess, I think Jasmine might be the age of my oldest daughter. But she reached out to me to speak to new gardeners and helping them to start gardens. So she does that at one of our community. It's actually a community grocery store that does other things, but she reached out to me and asked me if I would do it, and that's actually something I'll be doing. I think next month. I can't remember what the date is for sure. It's on my calendar because this is why we have calendars, y'all. Because sometimes things don't stay in my head right off the bat. But I thought that was really, dope that she wanted me to speak to them. But we talk a lot when I'm at the community garden. And so she knows that I have a little knowledge when it comes to gardening. And plus she watches my content. So there's that. And she follows me on other platforms. So I just thought that was really cool. I was like, absolutely. Anything that I can help with. I mean, I don't have all the knowledge. I'm not a master gardener. Um, and I don't take deep dives into the science of gardening. That's just me. I just don't. Um, so if it can't, but she knows this. So she's not looking for that. And most new gardeners aren't looking for that. They just want the basics and they want to try it and grow something, and they want to, and the excitement behind actually that thing growing is just enough to keep them growing sometimes. So that's coming up. I have that coming up. I think it's in March, but if it's not, it might be this month. I can't remember. It's either late February or early March. So that's going to be really cool. I have to see how it's going to go. Maybe no, I don't think I can. I was gonna say maybe I could do some content from it, but I don't know. I don't want because it's gonna be, these are just regular people from our area that are taking this, and I don't want people to feel uncomfortable with someone videoing. Um, so yeah, that probably won't happen. But I also had a content creator who actually is a content creator reach out to me, and she wanted to be on my channel and for us to sit down and for her to talk to the audience. So that's coming. And I scheduled her. Let's see. Oh, crap. Let me see. Let me make sure I didn't just mess something up because I just thought about something. Oh, no. Okay. She's my first Friday in March. So um let's see. I don't have Jasmine on this calendar. I have her on another calendar. But I will be having a young lady on here to talk to the audience. And on March the 6th, I have some community members coming to chat with you guys on February 20th. thumbnail will be coming out so you can see who that is. I think you guys are going to be excited about that. But yeah, I it's just exciting that people are reaching out to me and wanting to kind of collab, and then I'm reaching out to people and being a little just kind of looking ahead at what I want to do with my platform. And the February 20th, yes, I was like, we need to do this because there's a lot of new people who come in, and I think that, hey, Miss Cherokee, hey, Just Chastity, that come in and um, have a lot of questions. So this is going to be the opportunity for that. And then I'm going to follow that one up with these are going to be two of the master gardeners in our community. And I don't use quotes to say that they're not master gardeners. These two people are absolutely actual master gardeners in this community. And I'm also going to bring on a master canner. Yes, on another week. So all the questions, all the things that you might want to ask that you didn't know who to ask, you can ask at that time. Hey Mike, happy Sunday. So yeah, I just feel like I'm starting to get out of my own way, and I think I said that a lot last year. Like, I did things in fear. I did those planners in fear. I felt like nobody's going to want these planners. I'm putting this work into it and nobody's going to want this. And now I've sold out both of them and I'm restocking both of them. Hopefully in the next couple weeks, I will have them both restocked. Um, so that's exciting. And then other products that I put out are selling. So yeah, thank you guys. Like I feel like I was just in my own way, not trusting myself that I could just do it. I could do it and it will be great. And it has been so far. So I had to let go of fear. Thank you, sunshine. It's that little voice in your head making you think you can't do something, or maybe you shouldn't do something. Um, but I've changed a lot with my platform, like the amount of content that I started putting out and everything. I started making it more, showing more when I would be in the garden or the kitchen, so that someone could take what they see from either of those places and actually do it. I tried to make it more a, of a teaching kind of environment instead of me just going out there and doing the things and you not really seeing why, how, anything like that. I tried to show more of that last year, and it's just look, it's just growth, and I'm proud of myself. I am. It's not been without fussing and fighting and giving people a hard time when they're like, "Oh, you could do this. Could get out your way," because the people around me do not baby me in this stuff. They push me so hard, and I mean, I have, but I have come back combative. I have cried. I have all the things, and they don't care about none of it. None of it. They still just be like, "Okay, are you done? Okay, now go do the thing." And then I go do the thing, and then I'm okay. But it's not always easy because it's taking me out of the zone that I like to be in, which is comfort. And coming out, when you come out of that comfort zone, it's exactly what it sounds like it's going to be. It's uncomfortable. And I don't want to be uncomfortable, but I'm learning to deal with it better. Am I perfect at it? No, I still push back. I still be like, am I not doing enough? Jesus. Like, I go through all that when I fuss with these folks, but I appreciate everybody for just pushing me and believing in me. It's been people in the community reaching out to me who just want to see this channel grow and I appreciate you. Um, and don't like even with this person, they were like, they were unsure how I would take it, and I get it because I'm like that with people. Everybody doesn't take um something that someone's trying to do as them caring. They feel like who are they to tell me no. I looked at it exactly as what it was. I was like, okay, well, she's clearly figured it out and she wants to help me figure it out. And I take all the advice I can get. I do. I am definitely very hard on myself, Nikki. And you're right. Stepping outside your comfort zone is where the magic happens. Facts. Facts. Hey, one crafty sister, how you doing? Happy Sunday. Hey, Tamiko, how you doing? Happy Sunday. So yeah, that is where the magic happens, but it's so scary. It's scary out there. And like I said, I'm getting better at it. I am. It's such an eye opener to say the least. It is. You're doing a great job and have progressed on purpose. Thank you, Fifi. Thank you. And don't think that I don't see what everybody else is out here doing. Fifi has been 2025. I saw a different content creator and I loved every minute of it. Fifi got me ready. I have actually said this multiple times this year. I actually was just talking to somebody that's in this chat about this. I want to go fishing this year, actual fishing. I want to learn how to fish. I want because I went fly fishing last year on a um, event that I went to. But I want to go. I want to learn how to fish. I want to learn how to clean fish. Watching Fifi and her husband fish and process it to put it in their freezers so that they can eat off of that all year. That's not all they do. They raise their own chickens and turkeys, and they shared how to process them on this platform and how they process them, and even how they get them prepped for the freezer, and all every step of it. She shared that, and she gardens on a huge scale, which has always been something that people have seen over on her channel. They're just very knowledgeable in that, and I'm like, I have been watching, girl, and I've been taking notes because I'm like, I want to do the things, and we have similar interests in certain things. Like she's 2A, and she has shared a little bit of that on her channel. Her and her husband at the range and stuff like that. But yes, I love that. Like she is gaining all the skills that she needs to be self sufficient. Rather we have dependence on anything within the stores or whatever, that's not the point. It's just having the skill and the knowledge. That's so vital. And I definitely want to, I want to add that. I do. And I'll be watching all y'all. Y'all sometimes I can't always comment. Actually, Sassy, you was live one day, somebody told me, and I did not catch it. And I meant to go back and watch it and still have not done so. I think it was Liddy B who told me. I was like, what? Sassy was live. I didn't get a notification. Yeah. Yeah. I'm going to have to check that out. Getting fishing gear is a goal of mine since I've not done it yet. See? Yes. You was getting it in. She was. And she was back and forth from her property in Grenada to the States. I mean, they're gardening in both. So not just one place. They doing their thing. I love it. Fifi is goals. 100%. I'm telling you. If you can get past the bugs, you can come. I just need you to go do it, Flossin. I wasn't gonna put your business out there, but Flossin, since he did, is another person out there in the community who does a lot that y'all ain't seeing. A lot. He catches a lot of fish. He does share pictures and stuff here and there of those things, but fills his freezer with fish. He hunts, so he also fills his freezer with deer meat, and he gardens. I'm just saying. And I think he might also have maybe even chicken or ducks or something. I can't remember. Look, I be all up in y'all business. If y'all talk to me, I'm gonna know the things. But yes, um, he's another one in the community that I don't think people realize how much he does. And I know there's a lot of us like that. Like we see what we see in front of the camera, not realizing how many other things are happening behind the camera when that camera is not around. Because everybody is not, comfortable showing everything. And I think that was the transition a little bit with Fifi. Like she really probably didn't want to at first show so much of it, but it does become education to those of us who don't know. I have learned so much watching her content. I really have. I'm trying to make sure I didn't miss anything. Anybody, y'all? But I guess why T be hate? They always be hating, Sassy, especially when it's somebody who doesn't go as often. Yeah. Yeah, Flossin is on that level, Fifi. He's on that level for sure. They have a sale on fishing gear in the spring. Is that what you're saying? A lot of creators do a lot of offline stuff for sanity. Facts. That is facts. When we were live on TT's channel last Saturday, after we got done talking about herbs and stuff, we were talking about different herbs to grow and what their medicinal purposes were. Really, they were just answering a lot of my questions because I had a lot of herbs that I didn't know why I should grow them. But after that, we kind of the conversation just went to another thing and we started talking about books. And it was interesting to see how many people in the community are readers and have read some of the books that we were talking about. So that just spiraled into that kind of conversation. That live went like 30 minutes or more over what it should have because we were done with herbs and stuff in 2 hours. And then we got to talk about books and it went longer. And then we started talking about music and it just kept going. And I finally was like, look, y'all, I'm gonna fall asleep right here if y'all don't let me go. But it was, interesting to see how many people in the community actually read books on a regular, you know, that people just don't know about. Surprise Hollywood has this decent fishing poles and gear. I seen people go there quite a bit for that stuff. Whatever it takes to maintain peace of mind. Facts. That is facts, Nikki. Hey, Soul Diva, how you doing, sis? Happy Sunday. Hey, LGG, happy Sunday. So yeah, it's just it's always interesting to see. I mean, I think it's very clear that I am layered. A lot of those layers get seen on my platform, but a lot does not. There's a lot more to me. A whole lot more. And some of the stuff y'all see is just me. I'm silly as it is, like even in my real life. So some of the stuff is just me amping up my silly because that's just who I am. And that's who I am in my regular life. Around the people who come around me. I love to laugh and, things not get too, I don't like heavy. Nobody probably does, but I don't like heavy like that. That's why sometimes, like, you won't see me in lives or um, video comments and videos that are heavy topics. I come here for not heavy. Life is heavy enough. I don't need more heavy over here. I just don't. So usually I'm over here to learn something, to take something from it. And I think we all do from each other. I've been hearing a lot of people this year, just the last few months, talking about um, what is that called? The winter sewing. And if nobody knows, Nikki, the OCD-ish chick, is the one who has everybody's interest peaked. Not that she's the only person who does winter sewing, but she does winter sewing, and her winter sewing, her plants be looking amazing, amazing. And it makes other people want to try it out because they see how great those plants turn out. Her tomatoes, her peppers, she winter sows quite a bit of stuff and they turn out amazing. And she grows in zone 7. Are you in 7A or B, Nikki? I just know it's 7. Zone 7, Maryland. And, you know, if you know, for zone 7, it's pretty cold. It's not zone 6 cold, but it's cold. And she does that every year with her starts. She'll start a lot of them through winter sewing. And I've tried it. I don't think I knew enough of what I was doing. I did get some stuff to germinate, but my stuff don't look like hers. Her plants be looking huge and full and all the things. And I just need Nikki to come to Ohio and start my seeds in the jugs and tell me all the things to do. I need a hands-on experience, Nikki. But I think that everybody in here has something to that's creating content, has something to provide to the community. We all do. That's why I'm always like, drop your links, check each other out, see what other people are doing. You know, one of the things that I'm pushing this year, very big, you're going to start hearing it a lot in my content: grow what you eat. I think we all have fallen down the hole of seeing what other people are doing, and then we try to grow all those things. Grow what you like. You know what you eat. If you want to try something new, do that. But just don't grow a bunch of stuff that you don't eat. It's a waste of space, and it's just a waste of food because you're not gonna eat it. It's good that you tried. You just don't stop so you eventually figure it out. Facts. You could have done that if you didn't turn downstairs into a club. It's not a club. I do have a grow tent down there. I'm growing down there right as we speak. There are sweet potato slips growing down there. So it's stuff growing down there. Well, something. I haven't started the seeds that a lot of seeds that I need to get started. But mind you, I'm in Ohio, so there's not much. I'm going to start this early. I won't even start peppers and tomatoes and stuff until maybe late March because we can't plant out. We're not supposed to plant outside until after Mother's Day because it's just so cold. Hydroponics has taken over winter sowing up. Y'all can't even see it, but it's right there. Same, Nikki. I am gonna, not all my things are gonna start that way, but some of these things are going to be starting hydroponically. Yeah. Definitely gonna do that. But for those who don't have a hydroponic, winter sowing is a thing. And definitely check out the OCD-ish chick on how to do that. She has content on a lot of like good things. She's the OCD-ish chick. It's just not gardening. She has recipes that she's done over there. She redid her living room at one point. I think it was your living room. I'm pretty sure it was your living room. But yeah, like there's just layers to the things that we do. I do too, Fifi. And I'm here at 6B. We both at 6B. And nobody's gonna tell me I can't because I've shown it. Yep. Yep. I have I was talking to Tixie earlier, and she was telling me to start some, I forget what plants. She was telling me to go ahead and start in my greenhouse. And I was like, Tixie, I don't have no room. Do you know what's in my greenhouse? And she was like, oh, girl, I thought you had one of those tunnel things. I said, no, I have a greenhouse. I have guava, two guava plants. I have lemon, two kumquats, satsuma. I have uh, two fig plants. I have the is it, no, it's not. I was gonna is it, it's not mulberry. Elderberry. I have the elderberry in there. I also overwintered my one of my Lasia pepper plants and two of my jalapeno pepper plants. Ain't no room. It probably is, but it ain't no room, is what I'm saying. Because first of all, what she was want me to move is buried in a foot of snow. I was like, Tixie, my yard is still buried. Everything, the raised beds, everything. I'm gonna do. That's gonna be a short, because I don't think people realize how serious I am when I tell you ain't nothing changed. I'm so frustrated with this snow. I'm telling you. See, I told y'all, Nikki. Y'all go check out her winter sewing, and then don't just check out how she did it. Go watch the videos when she transplants from the jugs to her garden. That's what's gonna blow your mind. That's the part that's gonna blow your mind, because these plants are nice and big and healthy. Like, they get a great start, better than the ones that I be putting under grow lights. Yeah, I digress. I'm just saying. And the thing with hydroponics for me is I just use it as a starter. I don't want to grow stuff in the hydroponic. I'm never going to have more than one. I be seeing y'all with y'all 20 hydroponics. It's a seed starter for me. It didn't start off that way in my mind when I got it. I was going to grow food through the hydroponic when I couldn't go outside. I don't like. Nope. Nope. Not for me. It was the living room. I consider myself a home and garden channel. There you go. I consider myself a lifestyle channel. Seriously. That's where I put myself. You believe me, Chaz? That's no got us there. But listen, it's ridiculous. I be watching you caring for those chickens. Oh, I've been seeing. And she been teaching y'all. Because mind you, Fifi is in 6B. We cold. She ain't in my state. She's in another state, but she's 6B. And she is showing how to keep those chickens healthy. These are her egg layers. How to keep those chickens healthy during these brutal cold months. So even if you don't currently have chickens, if chickens are on your checklist of things that you want to do, your goals of something you want to have for your garden, your home, you need to know, like, if some these things happen, how you're gonna, without busting the bank, take care of those chickens. Just saying. Winter is fun for hydroponics. Become spring is uncertain. All I have is lettuce. Yeah. And some herbs there. Who has time for both? Yeah. I just, you know what messed me up, Chaz? So when I got it, there's a young lady who was a part of the community. She passed away very young. But she didn't do content, but she was a big supporter in the garden community. And some people have, because I did a giveaway where I gifted some fruit trees, and there's a few people in the community who have a fruit tree that they won that is named after this young lady. Her name is Martika. And she would send me stuff just because she wanted to. She would send me stuff sometimes. She sent me the Arrow Garden pods with that, and they already had seeds in them. So they had there was 3 different pepper ones. and some herbs. It was all herbs and pepper plants. So I started one of each of the pepper plants because they were arrow garden. So what they're made for the hydroponic, right? This thing is at its lowest that it goes, the closest it gets to the food. As the food grows, you go up, right? That's not the highest, but I'm just showing it goes up. Those pepper plants were growing above this at the highest it went. Not on my watch. Not on my watch. What do you think is happening? What? No. I took the plant. I wish I had one because there's seeds in these. I took the plant, the plastic thing it was in, the sponge, the plastic, everything outside and stuck it in the dirt. Because it was spring here. It was hot outside. It was grow outside season. But I was trying to grow outside and inside. Absolutely not. Seymour and his cousins went into that backyard. Because no. And after that, I just was done with it. It's just been a seed starter since then. I promise y'all. Look, I know y'all talking about me. Stop talking about me. Let me see. I remember Nikki didn't want a plant in her house. I am Nikki. I am a little OCD. I know. Look, we've talked about this. Look how hydroponic garnish changes mine. Not mine. Mm-mm. Hey, Kenneth. How you doing? Happy Sunday. That money tree looks a little light. It is. So, the leaves, like if I touch this, yeah, they're coming off. However, everybody calm down. I don't know. Is this coming through? It's growing. It has new growth all over. So I think this was just shock from it coming, me getting it in here, getting it together, getting it watered because it was dry as a bone, kind of, giving it some TLC. Everybody calm down. It's losing the leaves that it had when it came on there, but all this is pretty green and new. All of it. It's every single sprig of it. We're good. We're okay. So yeah, I think she's okay. Those are just those leaves. Yes, rest in peace, Martika. That was rough for me, Fifi. It was. She was a nice young lady. Um, and she was a baby. She was a baby. I think she was early 30s, maybe. She was a baby. And funny thing is, she didn't meet me through the gardening. I don't believe. I think that is how she found me. But then she, at the time, most of you don't know this, but Best Shed Journey and TT's Urban Pantry have a second channel that's called Humble Stewards, and we would do crafting over there. And so I think it is even called Humble Stewards Crafting, and we would crochet, we would paint, all kinds of stuff over there, all kinds of crafting. And Martika loved that because she was younger and she was like, all her friends that are her age just aren't into that kind of stuff. They weren't into crocheting and stuff like that. So she felt like she found her tribe. And so she hung out with us like every time we were live over there. And she also, like I said, she was also in the gardening, but because of her health, she couldn't garden, but she was always buying seeds or collecting seeds for when she got better, and everything. She was really nice, y'all. And I see she was somebody that I communicated with outside of the platform. After a certain size, they get evicted over here. See, that was me. And now I just won't do it. You with me, one and done. It's okay. It's gonna be seed starter from here on out. Because what? And there's video. So it's not like I did it without showing the people. Yeah, there's video. This was from 23, I think. It's way back. 22, 23. I don't give me it's somewhere. But I transitioned the mugs, plastic and all, from here to the ground, and they grew just fine. I harvested from them until I finally pulled the plants up. All of them. One of them had these little purple hot peppers. One was a red hot pepper. The purple and the red have some different names to them. That's why I don't remember them. And the other one was just a jalapeno. But all of them grew just fine. That's why when people be like, "Oh, you shouldn't put this in the soup," I put the sponge, the plastic, and all. Stop playing with me. And they were fine. And then when the season was over and I pulled those plants up, I pulled all of it out of there. There you go. Hey, Urban. How you doing, sis? Happy Sunday. Yeah, I'm just catching up. This morning when I got up, it was 1 degree. Oh, Kenneth, what state? What state you in? I don't even know your city. What state? Oh, well, you know what though? I was watching Chaz this morning. Farmer Chaz. She was live. She goes live Monday, Saturday, and Sunday mornings. So I called her this morning. She goes at 8 my time, so 8 o'clock Eastern. And I want to say, Chaz, are you Jersey or New York? She's in one of them, and it was negative this morning, like negative, negative. I was like, oh, I'm sorry, because we were actually like 14 degrees, which is odd for us. Hey, growing what I eat. Happy Sunday. I will never grow anything else hydroponically. It gets big. That gets big. These weren't supposed to. They were made for the hydroponic. They were literally from Arrow Garden. They were in their own things. They had the little green Arrow Garden cover on it. I had to pull that off to do the things, and they were made for this. Absolutely not. I'm over it. No, I'm not, but we're gonna be over it. Thank you, girl. What I eat? Got it on clearance at Sam's Club. It was on their markdown for $10. Excuse me. It was $10. Well, nine something, but $10. Um, I was like, let's try it out. Money Tree. Let's see what this says. Costa Farms, 10-inch. I don't know what that word is. Pachira, something like that. Braid, tropical. Oh, this is from Florida. According to this, the plant is from, I don't know if it comes through, but it up here, it says Florida. It says Miami, Florida at that. So there we have it. This is my first and only house plant. I don't do house plants. Clearly, when I just went through the whole dramatics of this, which, as dramatic as it sounds, that was exactly how it went down. I'm trying this out. Okay. Money plant, don't do me wrong, because I don't want to have to evict you, ma'am. I like you. You're kind of cute. I need you to act right. Okay. That's all. Pep talk. Let her act right. Mr. BS. You better be happy. You out with your baby girl. Have fun. Be safe, fam. I'm catching up, y'all. I let myself get a little behind. I felt like that about, yes, Miss Cheryl. Absolutely. Absolutely. Miss Cheryl caught me off guard too because I knew she was dealing with some stuff, but it still kind of happened. Yeah, I agree, Mama Shirley. Miss Cheryl Faulkner was a very big part of this community. She actually did content, um, but she was a big part of this community. She supported a lot of channels. Excuse me. She actually was a big supporter long before she began making content. Um, so yeah, her too, definitely. Miss Cheryl was the first one who told us like, y'all eat, because she lived in Georgia. Excuse me. So she was, she must have lived like in the country part. I'm assuming because they was eating turtle soup and all kinds of stuff. I was like, Miss Cheryl, absolutely not. But she was a sweetie. She was. Oh, thank you, Kenneth. I appreciate that. All had to go outside. It did. I promise you, this thing will always look. Now, like I said, there's stuff in there right now. There's a video coming. I did a video for you guys. Um, but I won't grow like there. That's just to get them going, and it's just I like to do that to for certain plants to get them a good healthy start before I transition them outdoors. It gets me ahead because, like I said, I can't go out. I'm not supposed to plant outside until May. May. So I got May, June, July, August, some of September because in September to start chilling off some, and then by October, yeah, by Halloween we be cold. It's usually cold and rainy when them babies out there trying to trick or treat. It's either one or the other or both. So yeah, plastic and all jazz. I'm not playing with you. And there's a video. I promise you. Y'all, the most funny video on my channel, you gotta find it, is the year that I decided I was gonna try to grow corn in my backyard, which I can, and it grew just fine, and I got corn. But that's not the funny part. The funny part is when I brought the corn home. First of all, dumbest thing ever. Don't buy corn starts because what? Corn is one of the easiest things to start. Don't do it. I bought corn starts before I knew better. Because when I tell you corn is one of the easiest things, in my opinion, to germinate, do not buy corn starts. Anyway, I saw them at the big box store, and the way they dropped the seeds, it was like a 6-pack tray, and each pouch had like multiple starts. So I was like, oh, it was like $3, I think, and I got like from one tray, it had like I don't know 12 or more in there because of how they dropped the seeds. They had multiple seeds in each one. I felt like I was getting over. Nonetheless, let's get to the point of the funds. Go watch the video. I'm not gonna give you all the stuff, but the way I got my A, meaning my tush, my behind, handed to me, trying to plant those starts. Please find that video. That's I have to laugh at myself. The funny part about that video is that there is none of that done for y'all enjoyment. Yet you get to enjoy. All the reaction, everything that was on camera, I was like, I'm gonna keep it 100. They getting all this. That was all real. And it's hilarious. Have fun with that. She was a sweetheart, Fifi. It was 1 degree this morning. We lost. What? Kenneth, do y'all have it now? How about my wind was at -30? I'm not even checking anymore. That was probably yesterday for us, Phoebe. I Yesterday is the day I went to go get my hair done. I came out of the building to go to my car, and you had to walk around the building to get to the lot. When I cut that corner, that wind came out like Evander Holyfield. I am not making, I know y'all be like, she's so extra, but I'm so serious to the point I was talking to myself out loud. I was really talking to the wind, but to any observers, they would have felt like I was talking to myself. I was like, you are very disrespectful right now. Because why would you blow like that when I come around the corner? Oh my God, almost knocked me off my feet. It took everything for him not to get the 10 count. Because what? Yeah, that was yesterday. I am not making this up. That was literally what happened. And I was that the place I go to is downtown at that. You know, some camera caught all that. And somebody was probably sitting at a desk laughing at me. And it's okay because I don't care because it was cold. Anyway. Oh, that's right. She did go to the Soul Family Expo. She went with Micro and Mona. Yes. I forgot about that. Hey Christine, happy Sunday. That is a great deal, isn't it? $10. And they had some other plants too, but I was like, I had remembered, this is the funny thing. I remembered the money plant from a conversation that I had with Fifi and Planter Garden in Urban Garden Chronicles probably 3 years ago. It's been so long. I know it had to be about 3 years ago. But if you guys don't know who Planter is, he gardens on a huge scale. He is very um he's a master gardener without having a certificate of being so. Let's just say that. The man knows what he's doing. And he grows in a couple different climates because I think he grows in North Carolina and Georgia, if I'm not mistaken. He has multiple properties. But he I don't know if Planter goes live like that still because I don't see him come up in my timeline. But he used to go live and both Urban and Fifi were on the panel, and the conversation came. I think Fifi had them in her background. She had a money plant and some other plants, spider plant maybe or something. I don't know. She had a few plants in the background of this particular live where she was sitting at, and that's how the conversation started. And I remembered that what you guys said about the money plant, and I was like, I'm bringing her home. So there she is. That's why I said we be learning from each other. Hey Tia, how you doing? Happy Sunday. I got one half the size, twice the price. Wow. I literally just got this. I think it was last weekend. Whenever I first showed it to you guys, which I think was last weekend. I had just got it. I happened to be in there to get something else and saw it because I was not in there for that. Y'all know how it is. Squirrel. But I saw that price and I was like, no, actually, I was in there for something else. But I was going down the aisles to see if they had their plant stuff out yet because I was talking to Sunshine and they already had their potatoes and onions and all that at their Sam's Club. And I'm like, we don't be getting our stuff that early. She's in Texas, so that makes sense. We didn't have ours yet, but I found that. So, yeah. Kenneth, did you tell me what state you're in? And do you have, oh, in Rhode Island, is your heat back on? That's important. Not that I could be of much help, but what's happening there? That's cold. That is really cold. Like I'd be in a car trying to find a room somewhere. Yep, if he's in Massachusetts and it's cold. Oh, thank you. I tried something different. They're like an ombre situation. Y'all, I'll be up there trying to be grown. Turtle stew is delicious. No, I never had it, Fifi. But Give it to me and don't tell me that's what you're giving me. How about that? Because if you tell me that's what it is, I'm already out. It's just here. That's some good island food. She loved it. She said they would have that all the time. And she wasn't from the island. She was just a southern chick who that was their thing. But yeah, eating anything but the noise the animal made. Hey J3, how you doing? Happy Sunday, J3. I feel like I need to order me some more honey. Not that I'm out. I'm not even close to being out. But I feel like I don't never want to be out. So I feel like I need to order more honey. I'm not even being funny right now. I was looking at my honey and I was like, you got plenty. Because I told y'all I got a big bottle and y'all saw the small bottle that I was using. I don't feel like I have enough. J3's honey is not, it's next level. I'm probably gonna be making an order because seriously, I'm the crazy lady. I am so serious about that. It was windy here Friday night. Man, it knocked your power out. It was yesterday for me. And it was early. It was maybe like 12 something, 1 o'clock in the morning, afternoon. And then people judge me for using the heat lamp for my chickens. Why? They're gonna be comfortable enough because it's still freezing in the chicken coop. I got a heater in my greenhouse. Ain't no animals in there. My babies is in there. And y'all know what? My heater in my greenhouse is set at 70 some degrees. Yes, my bill was ridiculous this month. Mind your business. I paid it. So God paid the way. But it was up there. And I was like, I need this cold to chill. But even with it at that temperature, this morning my greenhouse was 27 degrees. We're gonna see what it is if it tells me what it is right now. It's 22 degrees outside. It's probably a little over 30. With a heater that's blowing at 70. Make it make sense. It was 44 when I checked at 1:45. 44 degrees. That's because the sun was out. And I have the buckets of water in there. They're probably cold right now, but they weren't cold. They could even be frozen for all I know. You got to roll out. Have a good one, DJ Play Nice. I appreciate you, fam. I seriously do. Yeah. I don't know why when I'm in here, it doesn't connect. I'm not that far away from the goddamn thing. It's still not. It's just giving that circle. Hey, Soyini, how you doing, sis? Happy Sunday. Yeah, I still didn't read it. What up, Armel? How you doing? Happy Sunday. You have your heat back. Okay. That's good to know. How you been, Armel? I've been seeing you put out content, fam. I see you. I see you doing your thing. Oh, you going to a Super Bowl party? Okay, then. Have fun, Miss Shirley. Be safe out there. What up, GT? Happy Sunday. Just like that at times. Loving that honey. Man, it's different. I'm not kidding you. It is different. And it's a good different. So I'm gonna need more. It is, Tia. It's a good different. Bam. First of all, I thought maybe you had dipped out. But nah, you in them bushes listening and just want to chime in so everybody know what the temperature is in Cali. I don't recall not one person in this chat asking. I don't. I just don't. I don't think anybody was inquiring of of what the temperature is in Cali. Okay. Sure was originally from Chicago. She was from Chicago, Miss Cassandra. Yes, that is facts. She sure was. That's right. If he gonna be bragging about it, Fifi, have to tell him to send some over for the rest of us. You good, Armel? Baby girl good? The missus good? Are y'all going to arm? Are you? Is the whole family gonna be there? Are any of you guys gonna be there? Just asking. She can spare some degrees for all of us and still be warm because that fam is male, but he can. 2A in LA is male, but he absolutely can share. Because wet, since he want to be bragging, he can share. Send 30 degrees my way. And Chaz would like a few too. Just saying. Since you want to be bragging. So I wanted to bring, because like I said, I started off talking about the things that have been happening with me, the things that the way I've been getting out of my own way and just doing some things, afraid and all. And it always does work out. Even if it doesn't, it's just probably not, it wasn't meant in that moment. I feel like when things happen, they happen when they're supposed to. That budget planner had been in the works for 2 years. And I have said that before to you guys, but it came out when it needed to come out. I did it when I needed to do it. Um, and I'm glad that I did. You got your packages? Awesome. I was asking about that in the beginning. Like, did everybody who was to receive something that I hasn't already told me they got it, if they did? I know that's right. 71 in your chili sunroom. Two small heaters running. Listen, when I get off here, I'm gonna have on my comfies. I'm gonna get under my cover. Ugh. And I'm gonna try to catch up on this show that I love. I don't know. I was talking to TT, and I was like, because she reads like I do, and I was like, we were talking on a video call, and I saw her TV, and it showed the Lincoln Lawyer on there, and I was like, oh, you watching the Lincoln Lawyer? And she was like, no. I was like, oh, are you about to watch it? She was like, no. I've never seen that show in my life. I said, excuse me, you haven't read those books? And she's like, no. I said, I don't even know you anymore. I thought I knew her. I don't. And she's listening, y'all, at this very moment. She's in the bushes. I don't know you, Tia. I don't know who you are anymore. I told her, I said, you need to catch up on Michael Connolly because he is, I love his books. I do. I love the Lincoln Lawyer series. I love the Bosch series. Both. If you like crime stories type stuff, but they're not real stories, but it's because it's a book. It's not based on true crime, but crime stories that's going to have you, your mind thinking and figure stuff out and blah, blah, blah. You'll like it. Anyway, a new season came out and I'm trying to catch up. I said all that to say that. Did I just see some? Did I see some? I have to share some. Hey, first of all, I didn't even say hi to you, Miss Cherokee. I just started reading your comment. Hey, Miss Cherokee. Happy Sunday. Hey, Sam. Happy Sunday. We got our package good from the proverbial bushes. I love it. Um, this room is only a 3-season type room, all metal. So I don't think anybody else noticed this, but my bean juice did. And I knew it was this way because I was present when it happened. So right above the money plant is that little sign there, and it says Gina versus Gina, but there's a letter missing. The first live I did, and that showed up in the back screen of the live, and Sam and Bean Juice was watching me. Bean Juice is her baby boy. She texted me and she said Bean Juice was very disturbed with the fact that he noticed that the I was missing from your name. I loved it. I was like, I said, yes, I know it's missing. It fell. I think it's under the desk, which is why I haven't found it yet because I haven't moved the desk. I didn't find it kind of right under where it is, where I thought it would be. So it popped under the desk or something. Bean Juice noticed that. I don't think anybody else did. Ooh, $34,000 room. Yes, it should be. If I was, because this is a new desk. So I was situating stuff and I was putting up these pictures. There's one on this side too. That's why I pointed there. And I bumped the shelf and it fell forward and that letter popped out. And I have not found it yet because I haven't moved it. But I just thought that was really cute that he noticed that. Where is the I? Miss Gina, no I. I love it. I love it. And if Fesha Journey was in here, she would have noticed it too. She's like that. Liddy be looking at everything but you. That's just how her brain works. Like I could call her and be like, Liddy, look at this. Look at this picture that I drew. And she'll be like, but what is that thing behind you? I said the picture that I drew. And I thought that was so cute. I actually bought a fiction book yesterday, messing around with you and Tia. See, Miss Felicia, y'all rubbing off, I guess. Don't make me start sending you books, the analytic. Cause I will. Cause will. Cause will. What did you buy? I'm nosy. You can send it to my phone. You ain't got you can say it here or you can say whatever you're comfortable with. I'm nosy. Oh, I knew what you meant. I knew what you meant. You had to tell me what you got. So I am about to start. Let's see, we're not gonna do that. Because we could go all day on a book conversation, y'all. And I read a lot of different genres of books. And next Saturday, TT is coming down here and we're gonna be at we're gonna be in a book triangle. I told her that tonight because we're going to Books a Million. She doesn't have one. But where my Books a Million is, right down, like literally 3 minutes or so, there's a Barnes and Noble. And there's also a half price bookstore. Triangle. I was like, but we're starting at Books a Million. If Books a Million takes all my money, that's where we stop. Because I have an envelope, and when that envelope is empty, we're done. I'm done anyway. I can't speak for her. Fun fact, I read everything under the sun. So yeah, really into reading. What why would I think any differently, sis? I mean, I would think anyone related to me would be that way. I would not assume any different. Funny thing is I don't like everything. I'm not a romance person. I don't like romance books per se. Yeah. I like fantasy, so I like the weird stuff like magic and the werewolves and vampires and stuff like that. I like crime stories, any thrillers, stuff like that. They could be thrillers with a romance situation in it. That don't bother. I could do those. But if it's just pure romance, I don't. That's never been my thing. It was actually one of seven, but it was the only fiction book, One in a Million by. Oh, I think I read that a long time ago. Let me look at that one. If not, I've definitely read some of her stuff. One in a Million. Yeah. Hmm. Yeah, that's a good book. That's a good one. I used to read a lot of stuff in the novel genres. Um, Sister Soldier, Kimberly, um, all them. Yes, I'm a bookaholic. Look, have y'all met the Lycan series? Who said that? Yes. Have you watched the movies with for what was that called? Shoot, because they see every all the stories don't make the vampires. The where was the Lycans? But there was one that did, and they did a movie. Why can't I think of the name of it? It's like a 3 or 4 part movie. Anywho, maybe I've read it. Maybe. Look, I shouldn't get that excited. I love fiction books, definitely. Stephen King is not on my radar. He that's a little that's a job I don't like things that mess with my spirit. I started a Dean Koontz book recently and I said, girl, you know better. I've read Dean before, and Dean Koontz is kind of on that Stephen King level. No better. It hasn't got to that. It's all warm and fuzzy. And I'm like, and I just told Tia that. TT, I was like, I know better. I was like, it's all warm and fuzzy right now, but I know they're about to drop something in my lap. I need to just bail out early. Cause then I won't be able to sleep. And who gonna come sleep with me so I can get some rest? And I mean sleep. Not nothing. Get your get it together. Uh-oh, what did Miss what's Mitch say? What did I miss? One of my favorite fictional writers. He is a friend of mine. He lost his wife 2 days. Oh, that is sad. I totally missed that message. Sorry to hear that, Miss Nada. Yes. Underworld. First of all, this guy right here. I told him he be always knowing the answers to my questions. I almost did a Disney line, but I feel like you wouldn't know the Disney line. And if you did, I might come to South Carolina and find you because at that point we're soulmates. I'm like, I almost did a Disney line, but I was everybody ain't with the Disneys. I am. I know all the Disney lines just about. Just saying. But Flossin, that's exactly what I was talking about. Underworld. Yes. And I love the movie of it too. It probably doesn't really hold up, but I liked it. Child, first of all, you're not that old, Kenneth. I think you had already told us about your age range. And second of all, I am wearing readers and I have on contacts. That's how bad these eyes are. Okay. So these eyes is getting bad. Barbara O'Neill books, Sustain Me. I haven't seen that. I mean, I haven't read that. Hmm. Oh, he's not doing well. I hate to hear that. But I mean, I can only imagine as well. My eyes are bipolar. Sometimes I'm bifocal, sometimes I'm not. I have been told by my eye doctor that I'm like on the cusp of bifocal. So I'm not, but I'm on the cusp. He's like, it's only a matter of time, basically. I knew you meant sustain. Well, what's the Disneyland? You trying to be my soulmate. So when you always know the answer to the thing that I'm thinking, I was going to say we finish each other's sandwiches. What movie is that from? Because of course they say the woman says we finish each other's, but she was going to say sentences. But of course he said sandwiches, and then she was like, "That's what I was going to say." What? But what movie? Underworld is good, but so is True Blood. True Blood is good too. And I watched. I've read. I haven't read the books for True Blood, but I have seen the show. Oh, analytic. Are you Disney? Are you Disney? See, that's one thing that me and Lydia share that me and Tia don't. TT be like, shut up with the Disney. Me and Lydia is all about the Disney. Every book about Princess Diana. Nope. Now that would not be on my radar. It's a book of natural remedies. Oh, okay. She is the lady of fake books or copy. All the fake books are copy. Tia might have that one because when I went to visit her, she had some books for that for natural remedies. Nope, nope. Yes, TLC. So TLC is a Disney person as well. It's Frozen, y'all. That was Chrissy's favorite movie. When I tell you it's not about it being a favorite movie, and I'm weird like that, funny enough, I love movies where they're singing. When me and my kids travel, even my 29-year-old, if we are traveling and we are in a car together, if you ride past us and you like, dang, they having a good old time, they just jamming, we are listening to Disney. We literally pull up Disney on Spotify, run that beautiful music. And we be singing songs from all the movies. All of them. All of them. It's very rare that we come across a movie that we don't know the songs to. If it's anything, oh, I didn't watch Bambi and that stuff, so I don't know any of the music to that. But good time. I watch my share of Disney. It's not much that I haven't seen, like I said, other than the old stuff. Dumbo, Bambi, the old those really old ones. No, that is probably it. Going from there, yes. When my oldest was little, I didn't. I was a single mom making what I made. So a thing that I would do with her at the time, Blockbuster was still a thing. And if anybody who's old enough to remember Blockbuster, when a movie would die down from its popularity, when it was popular, they would have ridiculous amount of copies. And when it died down, they start selling the copies because they needed to make room for other movies. And they would sell them for $5. So when I would get paid, we would go to Blockbuster and I would let her pick out a Disney movie because it was like $5. So I get a $5 movie and we would get a um, bag of microwave popcorn and we would go home and watch the movie. So we had everything: The Lion King, The Prince of Egypt. I don't know, anything that was out back then. All the stuff, the Brother Bear and Jungle Book. You name it, we have it because we got bare necessities. And I'm the mama for both of my kids. If my kids watch it, I watch it. They're not. There's nothing they're going to be watching that I'm going to be like, I don't know what they're watching. Absolutely, I know because I was watching it with them. So they weren't left to sit in front of a TV. I didn't do that. I'd be in there watching it too. And then there was times that I was caught watching it without them because I like. So stop judging me. That's one I haven't. You haven't seen Frozen? There's two of them, by the way. The songs are better in the first one. Came out after your kids were older, so the fact that I'm still watching Disney movies and my youngest child is 17 is a problem. I'm assuming is what you're getting at. Got my using rose hip oil on my skin under the castor oil at bedtime. It's amazing. Nice. I didn't watch Frozen. I'm more of a Beauty and the Beast kind of guy. Love Beauty and the Beast. Actually went and seen a play of it. Look, I'll be having a story for everything, but do. I actually went to go see the play of it at a high school. They were better than the movie, the new one. They were better. And my youngest was like 7 or 8 when we went. I went to support a friend's daughter, and she gave them a standing ovation. Of course, after she stood up, all of us stood up and gave them a standing ovation, but she jumped up immediately when it was over and she loved it. It was a good time. And then it spoiled it for when I saw the movie, and I was like, dud, they should have had them high school kids do it. But Beauty and the Beast is a good one. I haven't listened to that thousands of times when she was her princess phase. Oh, no, Bambi, I refuse to even read the book. Yep, never read it, never saw it. In the bushes as a superpower. Oh, you mean the Super Bowl party? Is that your superpower? I think you should send another one so I know what you were trying to say. Another super chat. Oh, I watched. Now, see, I wouldn't. My daughter gets me into that kind of stuff, The Walking Dead, and when I tell you, I watched the whole thing. I did not watch any of the spinoffs though. I tried, but they just weren't doing it for me. But The Walking Dead. That's why I'll be over here preparing for the apocalypse now. I gotta be able to get rid of these zombies, and my kids have been trained up. You can act crazy if you want to. You can be making noises and let the walkers hear you if you want to. I will push you out to the walkers. You are not sacrificing the family. Listen, I have a ton of Disney movies on VHS from kids. Yes. Yes. All right, I caught up. I feel like I'm just waiting though. I feel like um 2A and LA needs to send another super chat because I didn't understand what he was trying to say. I didn't understand. I feel like you should retype and maybe do a spell check to make sure you don't make any mistakes. Because I can guarantee you that if there's a misspelled word, I'm not gonna. It's gonna be again, and then I'll need you to send another one. If y'all haven't seen The Walking Dead, y'all better get into it. That part for a reason. So I feel like I need to do a live one day to just talk about The Walking Dead because I know I am. I'm just going to ask for those who've seen The Walking Dead, the the entire original show to the end. Which group was the worst to you? Which group of people that they encountered during that time was the worst to you? I want because I need to know what people think because I know who it was for me because they leveled up every time. It was like as soon as you thought you had seen the worst, there was something else, and it's like, and just for reference, there you go, there you go, because the governor, you were like, it can't get no worse than the governor. That was the whisper, Sylvia. The governor, he was like, you can't get no worse than him. Then Negan came along, and I was like, I hated Negan. And I remember I watched The Walking Dead late. So when I watched it, I was able to binge it. Because I watched it where I didn't get to binge it to the end, but I got to binge it through many seasons until I caught up. And I think the last 3 or 4 seasons I got to watch in real time. But I remember my coworker telling me, "You're gonna like Negan." I said, "Absolutely not." He was like, "Okay, check back in with me later." And I liked Negan after a while. But no, ma'am. They were bad because those were the what do they call that when you eat people? What up, White Rambo? Um, they did that. But the worst wasn't nobody worse than the Whispers. Period. Alpha was different. I don't know what was unscrewed up here, but what she did to them for taking her daughter in, I ain't gonna give it away. Because I feel like people should actually watch The Walking Dead because what it does is it teaches you to, in my opinion, to not be so trusting of everyone. You want to, you want to believe people in a situation where the world is being taken over by zombies will come together and work together. Not, not, and all that. People are still thinking of self and doing stupid stuff. Just saying. We be talking about how what we would do in a situation where, you know, you had to, come together or let people into your camp, do a watch party. We definitely couldn't do a watch party for Walking Dead. It's way too many episodes. Negan's group was radical. In fact, Negan was doing what we understood later why he got there. The thing with Alpha is that even though we saw her backstory, it did not explain why she was crazy like that. Like I could get wanting to protect your child, but she got to the point that it was no longer about that. She was different. She had lost her way. You know, she had lost her way. And she got what she gave full circle. I'm gonna tell you this, so Diva, it's not. I just told you that I don't read Stephen King's books because of that, because I can't sleep at night because of it. The Walking Dead becomes so much less about those walkers after like the first couple of seasons. I think the first season for sure, the walkers were very prevalent in it. It was a lot of story about the walkers and all that kind of stuff. Maybe even the second season. I don't remember because it's all jumbled up now. It's been a while since I watched it. But after some point, it becomes about the people. Literally and figuratively, the walkers become background. Like you would see them and they just be walking about, and the people did not care because they knew how to get to deal with them. It wasn't like it'd be a whole lot of them. There were parts later where it would be more of them, but yeah, they became background noise. It really, some of the things that happen are gruesome, but it really wasn't scary, if you know what I mean. So yeah, it's hard to explain. But I thought the same thing. I remember when my daughter got me into it, I was like, absolutely not, because y'all ain't gonna be messing with my sleep. But when I tell you I binged it and didn't miss a wink of sleep, not a wink. Um, Negan was he's sexy. He wasn't when he did what he did because I am still hurt. This is the thing too with this show. Like main characters meant nothing. The way they would take out main characters, I think Negan was, well, that's not true. The governor put a situation in motion that took out a, oh, it did. It took out a main character. It took out, what's the name's brother. Why can't I think of his name? Because he did a spinoff. It's like I could think of did his name start with a D? I feel like it did. Anyway, but then Negan came in and trumped it. And then um the Terminus people who they took out. I mean, they didn't really take him out, but he was in a situation. He actually took them out, but he was in a situation where, yeah, he took them out. And then the Whispers, they said, "Hold my beer." They said, "Hold my beer." Y'all think y'all seen something? Hold my beer. Hey, that's my R. How you doing? Happy Sunday. You know what? It had to be Miss Cherokee because she was. I was always screaming at the TV when it was on. I was too, but it was usually me yelling at them like I was killing people's kids in my head. I did not like what's the name, son? What's the main guy's name? Look, I don't forgot everybody's name. It's been so long since I've seen it. Terminus had no rules. Oh, Terminus! I remember Terminus. Terminus had rules. That's not true, but I you show up. You oh no, Terminus was who I thought it was. Terminus was the people eaters. What was the place called at the towards the end where they had like created their own government and everything? That's what I was thinking. Maybe that's what I was mistaken. Was still less than a couple of miles from my dad's house. Really? And some of the people I worked with were technical consultants. Nice. It was actually, I thought it was good. Then he watched all Fear of the Walking Dead. My daughter watched the Fear of the Walking Dead. I was over it by the end. Yep, the walkers became second thoughts. They just, yeah, it was about the people. It will definitely reach your teach your survival, facts, trust, and so much more is more educational than scary. Facts. I agree. I like I said, there are gruesome parts. You could go past them because all of it is out. It's nothing is showing in real time other than the spinoffs. Just fast forward through the parts like the stuff that they would show gory wise with the walkers. It was unnecessary, but they don't do a whole like I said after the first couple seasons the walkers become background noise. There are some stuff that will break your heart. That baby girl broke my heart in season 1 or 2. The first little baby girl that broke my heart, broke my heart. But that's kids for you. They don't follow directions. The kids in shows drive me nuts. I don't care what show it is. Kids don't listen. You tell a kid, go hide this place. Don't move till I come get you. You come get them, they not there. Why did you move? Why didn't you do what I said? Oh my God, I hate it with kids. I was like, they need to go. I need no kids in the show because the kids, and I know these are just actors, but it will work my nerve because the kids did all the dumb stuff. Glenn, that was Negan. Whew, that was Negan. When I tell you I hated Negan, I hated him. Merle, that was Durrell was the brother. That's why I was trying to think of Durrell's name. Merle. Yeah. And it was sad. It was sad for Durrell. It he yeah, yeah. Hey Spoon Dilly, how you doing? Happy Sunday. But yeah, yeah. I nearly had an accident seeing the extra in costume. Really? Because they be looking wild. Hey Bayou, how you doing, sis? Whispers. They killed. Oh, they did kill Jesus. Yeah, they actually had a character who went by that too. Not Jesus, Jesus. I forgot about that. Oh, I remember that was towards the end, and that was when they were trying to. That's how they got what's it, Rick from the show, the Junkyard People. That was weird. I don't know what they did to where they. I'm like, this is another thing. Sign these people up for years. Once you realize that you get multiple seasons, don't season by season sign these people. Contract them in. Let me tell you something. Marvel, what I can't remember his name right off the top of my head right now, but Mr. Marvel. The reason why you saw the same characters until they ended the series of the Avengers is because they was contracted in to the end from the beginning. That's what you got to do because them losing Rick was a lot. Hey Rachel, happy Sunday. Yes, Daryl's brother was Merle. Yep. Commonwealth. Yes. Yes. The people at the end ate very important to the other shows. You gotta watch them too. I don't want. I tried. I tried to watch the spinoffs. I just couldn't. It was they was doing too much. They was trying to bring in Law and Order, and I was like, Law and Order during the this y'all gonna get out my face, trying to lock people up and stuff. I was over it, and I did watch more of the one that Daryl ended up in, but I was like, he gonna end up all the way. I did watch more of that one, but still, you still watched all of it. I cried when she came. Me too, sweetheart. I'm a big baby. I cried too. I was so mad at her. I was yelling at the TV. Like I knew she was in there. But I was like, why didn't you listen? Then Rick's son, I didn't feel sorry for him either because he got on my nerves too. Rick's son almost got them killed 50 million times. Look at the flower, Mika. I don't remember. Judith understood the assignment. That was a child that was raised up right. Michonne was like, my baby ain't gonna be out here dumb. That's what she said. Mm-hmm. That's what she said. She said, not my baby. Michonne said, and Judith wasn't even her blood baby, but she raised that baby. And she said, what she not gonna do is be out here stupid. Judith was handling business better than adults. That's what she did. If you're prepared for the Walking Dead survivor, you will be ready for the. Say that, Miss Cassandra. Facts. I'm just saying, y'all. If y'all haven't seen it, like, it's not scary, but it does have. It's like it has gruesome moments. So, like, almost like if you've ever watched, I don't know, but I know I have, Criminal Minds, and you seeing the episode where the criminal is doing like very gory ways of murdering people or something, you might see some goriness, like some intestines and stuff like that, craziness. Fast forward through it, it's unnecessary to the stories. It really is. But most times they don't even show what the walkers are doing. You just hear the person screaming as if they're being attacked by the walkers. So like I said, in the very beginning, they make it all gruesome, and then after that, they're like background noise. It only was like 2 seasons of them not being background noise, and then they became prevalent at the very end. Yes, Merle and Daryl with rhyming names. He got his own Walking Dead. I know. Carol found him in Paris. Yes. I didn't get that far to Carol finding him, but I did get to the point where he was trying to get the little boy who is supposed to save everything. It's always some oracle that's supposed to be able to save everything, trying to get him back somewhere. I got to that, and they were traveling with him. I need to keep prepping at the forefront of my mind that part and try to watch it. Yes. What I will tell you is it's not something I can watch on repeat. And I know TT has. And I cannot. It will stay with you. I don't know. it stayed with me as, like Fifi said, educational. Like, as people, we want to see the good in other people, especially when the world is impacted in the way that it was for that. You just wanted to believe that people would come into your space and they would, fall in and help and all the things, only to find that people are just so self-serving, and it's always some plot to be in control or take your stuff or whatever. It was just constant that. And that's real life. It really, what people will try to do. Facts, Miss Cherokee, is really what people will try to do. Many different types of groups will be created. Facts. And every group is going to think they're doing it the right way. And not okay with the fact that I'm over here doing it my way. I want everybody to do it my way. That was most of them. The only ones that, to me, didn't care what other people were doing was the whispers. Had they followed her rule, which was dumb, but and it was her son's fault, but had they listened to what Alpha told them from the beginning, none of that stuff would have happened. But they didn't follow the rules, and Alpha was about what she said. When she said, if you do this, there will be consequences, there was consequences. And them consequences was, wow. You want them to make a show about Judith? Hey, burner girl, happy Sunday. Just getting the heck glad I caught you. I'm about to wrap it up because I'm over 2 hours. We went down the rabbit hole of The Walking Dead, teacher survivor skills. If y'all paying attention to detail, actually, and also teaching the teach your children survival skills. Because if you don't, because you can't always be there, because those adults had to leave sometimes to get food and provisions to feed the people, and them kids was being left with other adults that may not been able to protect them the same way you can. Judith, they raised her right. Rick wasn't even there, but Michonne made sure that Judith knew how to handle her business. Judith was watching over Negan while he was in prison with them. Judith, stop playing with me. That's what I'm talking about. I've been watching horror since I was a toddler. I don't like horror, but I do like suspense. That's where I left off watching it, was when Carol found Daryl and they ended up, oh, okay. Going back to their group. Are you talking about during the show? Are you talking about the spinoff? Because Carol has found Daryl many times and vice versa. And the funny part about that is, for them to be always like have each other's back, there was no like true love interest of them. I thought they was going to try to do that, but they didn't. I'm teaching my granddaughters how to survive and fight back. Yeah, teaching them morals too. They gotta have it. Gotta have it. It really is a very there's some nuggets you can definitely take from it. And like I said, every person they ran into wasn't bad just because. Like, Negan was hurt. His what he started doing came out of hurt, but he was ruthless. Oh my Lord, today. But he did a full circle when he ran into the right people. And it was a lot of circumstance that got him there. Judith was a big part of that though. But it just showed you though how everybody thinks that they're doing it right. And instead of them just being okay doing it right where they're at, they want to control how you do it. Or when they've run out of resources, they want to take your stuff. They don't want to do the work for their resources. That was Negan's problem. They didn't want to work for resources. They just going to take everybody else's. It was a lot of, listen, I have a video dropping Tuesday, and it'll show you what I think about somebody trying to take something from over here. But anyway, guys, I hope Me Too Miss Cherokee, my sister is who is 10 years older, didn't want to watch scary movies by herself. See, yeah, Tia watches scary movies. I don't. I don't. But morals go out the window, unfortunately, in survival situations. Facts. It was sad to see Carol take the evil sister out. It was, but it was net. Oh, but I understood that she felt like she had to. She did. If she didn't, she had to. You couldn't sleep with a child like that around you. I don't even think it was that she was evil. I think something was off. I think something was off. Like there was a medical issue there that that happened that switched for her in her head. Like, yeah, it was sad, but it was necessary. I said, if she don't do something, they ain't nobody waking up. Cause that little girl was, she wasn't malicious so much. She thought she was doing. It was weird, but yeah, agreed. BB. Have a great evening on purpose, everybody. Thank you. And oh, this is what I wanted to say in case y'all are still listening. Um, if there is something that you have been putting on the back burner in your life, something that you wanted to do, a goal that you have wanted to accomplish, something that you wanted to make, something that you just wanted, if you just somebody who's talked about going live and haven't done it yet, or somebody who's talked about making a video but are scared to put that camera up and do it, get out of your way. Let this be your message to get out of your own way, get out of your head of all the things that you're worried about. If you do that, and just do it. Just do it. Because that's something that you share can be helping somebody. Okay? You on your goals? Good. Have a great week, everybody. And I will see you guys next Sunday. I'm off on Friday. But I'll see y'all next Sunday. Have a great week. And seriously, if there's something that you have been keep putting on the back burner to do, this tomorrow is not promised. Okay? Tomorrow is not promised. I had someone that I lost unexpectedly last weekend. They went in for a procedure, never came home. Tomorrow is not promised. Don't keep putting it off, whatever that thing is. Just do it. Do it afraid. All right, y'all. Have a great week. See y'all next weekend. Bye, everybody.